Mr. Trump, on Thursday, Hillary Clinton gave a speech, very tough on you, said that you wanted to bring back waterboarding, go after the families of terrorists, allow Saudi Arabia to have a nuclear weapon. She says you've said that you know more about ISIS than the generals. What, in terms of your policies, I know you don't like the speech, but what policy of yours did she mischaracterize?
Well, number one, it was a whole, written out by professionals and just shot after shot. It was supposed to be foreign policy, and it was really Trump policy. And she got it all wrong. I mean, first of all, she talked about that I want to nuke all of these countries. It's ridiculous. No, I want these countries to pay for protection. We are protecting them. We have $19 trillion in debt, very soon going to $21 trillion, John, in debt. And I want these countries to reimburse us at least for our cost. You're talking about ultimately trillions of dollars over a period of time. And we just can't be doing that anymore. This isn't 30 years ago and 40 years ago. She made many statements that she knows were wrong. And I mean, you could go after statement, and you'll see it was just an exaggeration. Well, I tell you that I want to see Japan go nuclear. I don't want to see Japan go nuclear. I want to see Japan help us out. I have great relationships with Japan. I have a lot of friends in Japan, and they even laugh at it. I mean, we're defending Japan, and a general got up and said, no, they pay for half the cost. He thought that was a good thing. I said, why aren't they paying for 100% of the cost? Saudi Arabia, the same thing. I mean, they have nothing but money, and we subsidize Saudi Arabia. For what? What are we doing? Why are we doing that? And we can get along with those countries better than we get along with them right now. And the media, which is very slanted, I mean, I've heard this all my life, frankly, but it's very slanted. They never mentioned the second part of my equation. I must say, David Sanger of the New York Times did. He really gave it a fair play. What I'm saying is that we want to take care of these countries. I don't want them. You always have to be prepared to walk, John. You can't say, she said, we will never walk from these countries. Well, then we'll continue to lose billions and billions of dollars. You have to be prepared to walk. You can't go into a negotiation without it. However, I think that what's going to happen is they'll all come through.
But it is a fair characterization of your view to say if you walk and they get nuclear weapons, you said, that'd be okay.
I didn't say get nuclear. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But at a certain point, Japan will, if they're not going to pay us what it's going to cost. And I don't want, I'm not saying pay 10 times what it costs. I mean, you could make the case that really, if you look at all of the, the backup that we have, you could make the case that something like that is worth it. The fact is, they are paying a small fraction of what it's costing. So is Germany, so is Saudi Arabia, so is South Korea. We are losing a fortune. We're the policemen for the world. We're losing a fortune. What I say is this: you have to be prepared to walk. I don't think they'll let us walk, frankly, because they like it the way it is, but they have to pay.
Do you still feel like you know more about ISIS than the generals?
Well, they don't know much because they're not winning. That I can tell you. Now, I think they're not winning for a different reason. I think Obama's hurting them.
How so?
It's being run, well, from what I hear, it's being run from the White House. It's all being run from the White House. I've spoken to certain generals. I'll keep it quiet as to who, but highly respected people. They say we could knock them out fast.
In office now generals or retired generals?
In one case in office and in one case out of office. And they said, both of them said the same thing. If we had the leadership, meaning the go-ahead, you could knock them out fast. For some reason, Obama's not doing that.